dot config. This loads the variables from my env files. Then I create my express app. This is a instance of express which I am storing into app variable data through request.body and my API route. Now let's look at my main API route. You will see here this is a API route app.get to get the response, getting some data from the backend. So I use to the front end. So I use dot app dot get. This is a home route. This is Gemini API route app dot post. Uh, app dot post. I'm sending my data to the server from front end. Okay, here you can see the question. This request.body, whatever the request I'm sending to the backend, this is inside this request, and I'm storing that request to the question. If the question is empty, so it will show the question. Please enter a question. The status code 400, and here I'm checking API key. Um, if there is no API key, so API key is missing. This will be the this will show the error. Here I am using API Gemini API URL. Here I am using 3.6 splash and send request to for sending request to Gemini. Here I am getting. Here I want to say that I'm not using the Gemini SDK, software development kit. Here I am using fetch. Through fetch function I can communicate with Gemini REST API. My backend has the Gemini API URL, this one, and I send post request to Gemini generate content endpoint. You can see here. Okay, now my request contains two important things. The first is API key. I send API key through this xgo API key request header. This request header. Inside that we have Gemini API key, which was I'm uh, processing from env. Body contains the user's questions inside the content, then the parts, then the text, and the conceptually I'm sending something like uh, JSON, the content, parts, text. Inside that text, I have a question. Whatever the question I am sending, by using await, um, that that means my server has to wait for external API response, and here the response will be visible here inside this response.ok. And sorry, this is handles my API error. Okay, with the status code come here, it will show the error Gemini API request field. Here this portion will send the answer to the front end where the JSON in the JSON format response.json that was request.body thumb body. And if there is error, it will catch error, it will show the error into the console, and with the status code 500 something went wrong. And this is the portion that app